Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to do chrome French tips, and I'm starting out doing my Gel X application. Since this video isn't really about how to do Gel X nails, I'm just going to briefly show that application process and not really go into too much detail, and then we will get straight into the nail set. I did do a bit of nail prepping before filming this video. I just buffed my nails and pushed back my cuticles. And now, as you can see, I am applying my full cover nail tips, just taking my Beetles UV nail glue and applying that to the nail tip, and then applying that to my natural nail, making sure there's no air bubbles, and if any gel gets on my skin, I just use a little lint-free wipe or lint-free Q-tip and some acetone and wipe that up before curing. And I'm curing in my miniature Beetles nail lamp. Just doing a flash cure because I will be doing a full cure in a larger lamp once I apply all of the nails. So now that all of my full cover nail tips are applied, I am now going in with my buffer and just buffing the shine off of all of them. I think it helps adhere the gel polish better, but it is an optional step. I'm taking this Born Pretty gel polish. The color is JR01. It's a nice nude kind of light pink color, and it is a jelly polish, so it will be a bit sheer. And I am just doing one coat of this on all of the nails. I have to say I do really love this gel polish, and it's definitely one of my go-tos. It's just a really nice calm color, and it works really well with a lot of nail art. After applying the rest of the gel polish onto all of my nails, I will get straight into the chrome French tip tutorial. Like I said, we are now to the tutorial part of this video on how to do chrome Frenchies. So let's get into it. This first step is very important. So after applying your base gel polish, you're going to want to buff off the shine, or you can also apply a matte top coat. I personally prefer just buffing it off. It's really not too hard to buff. You shouldn't have to push down very hard, and it also shouldn't take very long. You don't want to over buff just in case you accidentally buff so much that the actual color comes off. As you can see, I buffed the shine off of my nails, and when I move them around, you can't see any shine, and it's just matte. And of course, dusting your nails after buffing is a good idea so you don't get any nail dust in your gel polish when you do the nail art. I'm taking my Beetles blue gel liner. I'm not really using blue for any specific reason. If I did have black or white in the form of a gel liner, I would use one of those, but I do not. And I just love doing nail art with gel liners. I think it's just so much easier and more helpful. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm using blue. And the chrome I'm going to be using is silver, and it doesn't really change too much based on the color underneath it. It will be a little darker with darker colors and a little lighter with lighter colors, but it doesn't make that big of a difference, so I thought using blue would be okay. Now for other chromes, sometimes their color will be like completely different based on what color of gel polish you use underneath it. So if you want to test to see if it's the color you're actually looking for, you just need to put a little swatch on like a piece of paper or wherever, and then cure it and apply the chrome and just make sure that it is the color you want. I hope that all made sense, but anyways, moving on to the next step. As you can see, I already have started making my French tips. I did struggle a little bit making my French tips just because I am using my non-dominant hand, and it's just a lot harder, as you guys probably know, to do nail art or even just paint your nails. So I did struggle a bit with the French tips, but basically my method I like to use is just make a line in the middle of the nail as even as possible, and then you just make a curve on each side forming a French tip, and then just fill that in with the color, of course. I know there's so many different methods out there of how to do French tips, so if you don't like this one, there's definitely other ones that you can try. This is just personally what I like to do when I'm creating my French tip. I still consider myself a beginner, but the best advice I could give someone who's just starting out with nail art, or maybe you're just now learning French tips, is just practice, and it'll eventually become a lot easier and you'll be able to do it a lot quicker. And I just definitely recommend practicing. I'm still obviously not the best with my French tips, especially with my non-dominant hand, but I know as I continue to practice, I will get better and it will come a lot easier. So the reason we buffed the shine off of the nails is because the chrome will stick to any part that is shiny or has a sticky layer, but it will not stick to a matte surface. This next step is optional. I'm taking my Beetles top coat and applying that to the blue French tips, and you can actually apply chrome to just a sticky layer on top of the gel polish color, but I think it looks a little bit better under a top coat. It gives it a little bit more of that mirror effect and a little bit more shiny. If you're not using the top coat, make sure to just leave the sticky layer on. If you are using the top coat, make sure to cure just half of the time that it says on the bottle, because you still want it to be a little bit under cured so it has a little bit of stickiness to it and the chrome is able to go on there really easily. Then you'll want to brush the excess chrome off of your nail, and then we finish with a top coat. When you're applying the top coat to your French tip, if you do choose to do that, it might also be a little bit easier if you get a smaller brush and just put the top coat on a nail palette or something. That way you're able to get the corners and edges a lot easier with a smaller brush, and you're a lot less likely to accidentally get it on the buffed part of the nail. But of course, if you do make a mistake, and also if you get a little bit of chrome outside of the French line, you can always clean it up with acetone. Also, when you're applying the chrome, make sure you get the tip of the nail. And of course, I'm just repeating all of these steps on the rest of my nails, and that is basically it for the tutorial. I will just let the rest of this play out with music, and if you do have any tips that I didn't mention, feel free to comment down below so we can all help each other. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you, and if you did like this video, make sure to subscribe and like this video. Also, go follow my nail Instagram and TikTok. I will have that linked down in the description box below. I thought these nails turned out so cute. They are just so cool looking. I always love a nice silver chrome. I hope to see you guys in another video and have a great day. Bye!